The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, gains more control over the e5 square, and strengthens the d4 pawn. g6 prepares to fianchetto, the dark squared bishop on g7, where it will sit on the long diagonal. g3 prepares to fianchetto, the light squared bishop to g2, where it will control the center from the long diagonal. This misses an opportunity to eventually win a pawn. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal. Developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal. That's fine. This move puts the pawn on a safer square. This overlooks an opportunity to create a pawn chain. This isolates a pawn, which is a weakness. This missed an opportunity to punish a mistake. With this recapture, white introduces a new piece to the game. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game. A solid choice. Moving the same piece twice in the opening isn't good for development. This defends the attacked knight. One of the best moves. This threatens to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a knight. Recaptures. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. This is a fair move. The game was close to equal, but now white has the advantage. This is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Recaptures from a previous move. This creates an isolated pawn. There was only one good move there, and black did not spend enough time trying to find it. This allows the opponent to eventually win a pawn. Now white can't stop black from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. This loses material. This overlooks a better way to win material through a tactic. This is the only good move. This passed pawn is a strong asset for white. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. This overlooks an opportunity to add a defender to a vulnerable pawn. This is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is the only move that works. Recaptures from a previous move. Black's piece has moved to a square with greater activity and control. The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across the board. Very precise. The rook is on a strong square where it has activity. This is not the right idea. This takes an open file, a common method for activating a rook. The game was close to balanced, but now black is worse. This missed an opportunity to punish a mistake. This overlooks an opportunity to move a piece to safety. Right on target. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This permits the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a rook. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. This wins a tempo by threatening a rook and forcing it to move away. Taking that pawn wins material after the follow-up trades are made. This threatens to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades. This is an equal trade. Takes back. This misses an opportunity to move a piece to safety. This is the strongest option. That's fine. That was a free pawn. A very strong play. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This permits the opponent to create a passed pawn. Recaptures. Very precise. That pawn was free for the taking. This activates the king in the endgame by getting it off of the back rank. A solid choice. This is a fair move. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This move puts the rook on a safer square. Right on target. This move puts the pawn on a safer square. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. The game was close to equal, but now black has the advantage. This moves the pawn to safety. Putting the piece on a blockade square. This is the strongest option. This move puts the rook on a safer square. This defends the attacked pawn. Black was better off, but now their position is winning. This misses a better way to evade the check from the opposing rook. That was a free pawn. Black still has the better position, but they lost their winning advantage. This evades the check from the rook. There was only one good move there, and black did not spend enough time trying to find it. This is the only move that works. This steps away from the checking rook. That's fine. This move puts the rook on a safer square. This is a fair move. Very precise. This steps away from the checking rook. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Right on target. One of the best moves. This is the strongest option. This is the only good move. This steps away from the checking rook. There was only one good move there. This is the only good move.